Okay. So start walking me through this, Bandy.
Bandy.
There is just the glow of like a a few lanterns above a big table, and you see them like hammering, and somebody's got like a drill, and there are sparks and stuff. And they're kind of far away, right? Um, in this underground part of the warehouse, and it's just you, and you've got a little dim light, and then there's Conrad, and he's got a dim little light, um, and you know it's got to be some time before their attack. Um, and in fact, it looks like you know what? Since you did roll a risky, the reason you're kind of getting worried about things is that there's a lot of activity all of a sudden. Like, maybe the riling up the workers hasn't been quiet, and they're expecting something soon. So they're kind of doubling down on their efforts to get things ready.
Okay.
Yep.
So how many people are working on this hull? Like two of them, three of them?
I think there's four. There's four.
Do they seem armed?
I mean,
Or are
they
they just
have...
working away?
Well, if you want to... Yeah, you got to make a roll for that.
To study them?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, you can see just a glance. I mean, one of them has like a saw or something, right? Powered
Well,
by
I know they have.
ectoplasm.
I can tell they have tools on them, like working
Yeah.
on the thing, I suppose. But I was wondering
Big-
if they've got like swords and guns and shit holstered at their sides. But I can't see it. Can't see it.
Yeah, they're wearing these big smocks, right? Leather smocks, and they've got these like masks on to protect them from any like gas or whatever comes out of this hull. So they're pretty covered up. You'd have to like, yeah, you'd have to take some effort to look them over.
I think. I think it's okay. I think if I can get the drop on them, it's not going to matter too much what they're wielding. Now, this cage, can you describe it to me?
Yeah, I mean, there's bars. It's just like it's supposed to be a cage to put like some kind of like stuff, right? That you need to lock up. It's not really a jail cell.
Oh, so it's like where you put like important items or like.
Yeah. Restricted stuff that you can't let just anybody come down here and grab. So there's just kind of like metal bars. I mean, do you just walk up and just rip it open?
Is Conrad in here with me, or is he in a different
Yeah,
cell?
yeah, he's in a different cage nearby.
Is it adjacent, or would I have to open mine up, go over to him, open him up, and?
Yeah, you'd have to open one and then go to open the other.
Now, in my stay, if I seen anyone who has any keys on them, come by.
You'd have to look him over for that. You'd have to study again.
Okay. Then, is there any way I can open these bars quietly? Or at least not quietly, because it's not going to be quiet, but match it in time with the saws and the hammering over on the robot.
That's an interesting question. So you're kind of just standing there.
Yeah, I put both of my hands on one bar, and I just I hold on. You can almost feel the fingerprints just indenting into the bar, and I just look over and I'm just listening, waiting for like a loud sound. You know, in Shawshank Redemption when he's knocking the pipe with the lightning, it's like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you definitely.
Because
Have to
I've got not to be trifled with, so I'm going to push myself to do something, physical force to open it up, obviously.
Yeah, definitely have to.
Because I'm not going to open up bars, nothing.
I think this is definitely a rec roll.
Not a prowl to do it quietly, just a wreck, yeah.
Yeah, it's a rec to do it.
At all.
Prowl would have to come after, I think.
If I wanted to sneak up on them, it would be a prowl, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the rec is to do it like quickly and not making a lot of noise. I think.
Okay. Then I'll push myself. I'll mark the stress. I don't want to use battle. Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this. I suppose you could make it as a prowl, but I would definitely have to make your effect a little less because that's you being a lot more careful about it.
Okay. Would prowl be desperate, or would prowl just have less effect?
It wouldn't be desperate. It'd be risky, but it would have limited effect. Rec would have greater effect. It's whether you're just like going for it, or if you're being slow and a little more slow and methodical.
Slow and methodical, Justin, please. All right, let's roll that rec. So it's risky. Standard effect, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just any effect, anything is probably coming from not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
Bonus dice of 1. Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
I do. The devil's bargain is that along with all of this scurrying to get ready, they've called in backup. They've had time to call in another person to help look out, and you've heard them talking about that. If you take the devil's bargain, it's not that they have a bigger gang or another gang. It's that they have another one of whatever the fuck this guy is, or something like that. Another heavy hitter.
Like another guy to stop shit going on down in the basement near me.
So there'd be the Hull, the sniper, and now a third, a mystery guest. That's your devil's bargain.
What do you think? I think I don't know if we need any more heavy hitters. The sniper and the Hull have been bad enough. They're just dragging a vampire. This is going to get out of hand. Is he going to come in like right now, or is he just going to be in the scene? Like he's going to be lurking about?
Oh yeah, the devil's bargain is that he's in the building. Not necessarily that he's down here with you right now, but that he's here. And they're getting things ready for him. He's kind of going to be the guy in charge when he shows up.
What do you reckon, Artis?
Well, I mean, you could also wait for the...
Whoa. Artis.
Oh, yeah, waiting is not just some point.
We're well beyond that.
Nah.
Don't take it.
I mean, what's the worst that happen if you fail to... If they notice you, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
You will get knocked out, I guess. That's
okay.
That's
all right.
Worst case. So
I'm gonna listen to Artis for once. I'm gonna rein it in a little bit. I got a 4. It's just about okay.
What's the consequence? Yeah, so they're grinding something, and you're sitting there with your arms, with your hands pressed into the bar, waiting for the moment. And he's got this grinder pressed in against this piece of metal as he's trying to reshape it. And you're just waiting for it. And they haven't replaced that grinder blade in a good long while. And it chips, right? And there's this screech. And that's when you like just lean and whip the bar. And the screech of the bar bending is masked underneath the screech of the big metal grinder. The consequence is things get desperate. Now everything has stopped. They are not concentrating on their work. People are starting to mill around and see what he's broken or what he's fucked up.
So getting up on them is going to be difficult.
It's going to be more difficult to move around silently. But you are out of the cage.
So how far away are they?
Like I said, they're at some distance. You're kind of in the darkness. I would say they're probably 30 30 yards / meters.
Okay. Okay.
Just use the bar as a weapon.
Yeah, no, I was gonna grab the bars as a weapon. Definitely, it's a good idea. If that's okay, just like these 2 bars, whatever, just
Can you break
Daredevil style.
You definitely like get it bent to break it off
bent.
and turn it into a weapon. You'd have to make another roll to do that.
Okay,
avoid
that's
making
fair.
noise. It's kind of like the paperclip thing, right? You got to bend it back and forth a whole bunch.
Okay, then. Artist, do I go for the Conrad, let him out, and just charge them on Tigerback, or do I just prowl through the darkness and just get the drop?
I mean, they are still holding whatever tools they were using, so
Yeah,
going
weapons.
straight ahead, well... They took out weapons?
Well, some of them put down some of their stuff because they've come over, like they put down some of their tools. So there are tools nearby, like you could pick up a hammer, right, or something, or a crowbar nearby.
I mean, yeah, you are reckless, so I guess you would be doing that if there was a way.
Yeah, if I could
there
grab
is
a
way.
weapon.
I mean, it could
Yeah.
also be reckless to run over, just whip open Conrad's cage and be like, kill him, and then go charging in. But, I mean, you got a lot of reckless options.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole load of reckless.
Yeah. You're neck deep in reckless territory. There's not a lot that you can do that isn't reckless.
Okay, but I'm gonna grab one of the tools. And I want to bust open Conrad from the cage, and then I'm gonna, as soon as he's out, I'm just gonna like shout and try and jump on him and just stream into this, like the stream of these people, these 4 people. I'm just gonna charge them, swinging a hammer, whatever I can,
Okay.
as quickly as possible, because I don't want to leave Conrad in here. I ain't got time.
So you're going to creep up, grab something to help you
Yeah.
wrench open the bar more easily.
Yeah. If I could just smash the lock with a hammer, I don't know if that would work, or
Okay.
jam a crowbar in and just like wrench it open.
Yeah, that's a way better. Yeah, that's a better idea. So this, I think, can just be a prowl, with a not to be trifled with.
To open up the cage again.
Yeah, but you want to get the weapon and like basically be over there and opening the cage before you make any noise. You could make it another wreck if you want, and you don't care about being fucking quiet at all.
Nah, I think stealth is gonna serve us. So I'll do what you're saying. I'm gonna do a mark the 2 stress. I'm gonna do not to be trifled, but I'm gonna have to stop using that ability so much. I'm gonna grab a hammer. I'm gonna look at the corner and go shh. We were meant to die in the arena, Conrad, not here in this hellhole. And he grabs this hammer, or this crowbar, or whatever. Maybe both. And he kind of just like creeps through the darkness over to his cage, and he just puts the crowbar in, and then waits yet again to just wrench it open as the sound, if there's any sound.
Yeah, he's already crouched down, right? His tail like wagging in the air. He's in pounce mode, waiting.
So
for
it's
you.
desperate though, from the last roll though.
Desperate. Your effect. Your effect is still standard. You can still do this. Actually, I think you have great effect because now you have a tool and you're super strong. So I think you have great effect. You can pretty much get this cage open no matter what.
Okay. Have you got a devil's bargain for me? Is it gonna be the same one as last time?
Devil's bargain. Is it the same one as last time?
Could break the tool.
Could break the tool.
It's a pretty simple one though. It's not very devilly.
No, that third guy's just not here. I gave you the chance for that one. I think breaking the tool is good so that you're unarmed. Yeah. That's the devil's bargain. You break the hammer.
Ooh. I think I'm good. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Oof.
There's the 6. Yeah. So
Just so you know, that was one from desperate, one from pushing yourself with not to be trifled with, and then the 2 from prowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one swift motion, and there's a jingle, right? Obviously a sound and a pinging noise, but it was like it's as clean as it could be, right? And it hits the ground, and really the guys only have a reaction as they all turn and see the cage like slowly swinging open. And they just see first the light of Conrad's eyes glowing, and then there's a growl, and like he leaps through the shadows, basically.
Can I get on top of him as he goes, or do I have to just like run after him? I'm just like, wait, slow down.
Leap on his back. Yeah. What are you rolling here to attack with him? Is this a command?
To attack with the comrade.
I know. Yeah, he's a ghost hunter. I mean, I guess you could just use him as an item. Yeah. Well, what are you going to roll then? What are we rolling here?
Well, if I'm charging into battle with him, I'm definitely gonna maybe just a skirmish.
I think so. Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense, actually.
It's not very interesting, but
yeah, because you're trying to go with him. You're not just sending Conrad alone.
nah, I wanna, right there with him.
It's gonna be good because he moves real fast, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, that's his thing. He's arrow swift.
Arrow swift moves at the speed of an arrow. Okay.
I mean, really, ghost form would have been helpful, but oh well.
We're still desperate, which is actually just good for you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, I get one less dice for resistance rolls, but
yeah.
I'm just counting on not needing them, really.
Yeah. You have standard effect. What is Devil's Bargain? I don't want to start with the Devil's Bargain for harm.
Upstairs, give it to Conrad.
Yeah, it'd have to be an alarm goes off. That'd be the Devil's Bargain. They set off an alarm.
Okay, can I just ask, this machine, is it functional, the hull? Or is it in a state where pulling its head off wouldn't be too hard?
It does not appear functional.
Okay, good. I don't get any dice from Conrad, do I? He's just helpful.
No, no, you know what? He is kind of a... Yeah, he'll give you a helper die. Yeah. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, I was going to say, if he didn't, I was going to use the assist die from Worship, but I think I might save that for something more fun.
Yeah.
Be a good time to use it, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then yeah, I'm not going to use Not to be Trifled with, not yet. I don't think it needs it. Yeah, so let's just roll.
There's the crit.
I didn't take the Devil's Bargain, sorry, I should have said. That was just 3 plus Conrad plus Desperate.
Okay, so you did take a Devil's Bargain.
I didn't.
Oh, you did not.
Sorry, I just said before I rolled, let's just put the dice down.
Because I know you get the extra for Desperate and you get for Conrad. Yeah. So, yeah, you jump on these guys. And an alarm sounds, but no one in this room escapes alive. I mean, they're a gang. They might be the mechanics of the gang, so they totally had guns and knives. But Conrad shot like a dart, and you basically rode his momentum into them, and the two of you just crashed into them. You killed 2 of them instantly, right, between the 2 of you. And the one guy sounding the alarm only had a chance to sound it before he was struck down.
So they did get the alarm off. Was that part of the Devil's Bargain, or was that just the alarm was going to go off anyway?
Oh, no. Yeah, because you didn't take the Devil's Bargain. So yeah, no, they're dead before any shots are even fired. That's right, you didn't take the Devil's Bargain.
I just wondering who would have been a quicker alarm.
You know the attack is coming soon, and you're down here in the darkness. having killed these 4 guys with the hull, and that's it. The hum of those lamps.
What did I make a deal for? I mean, you're going to escape, like.
Well, I mean, this is only 4 people in a hole. There's still like an entire warehouse and a sniper, and maybe a 3rd guy if things go wrong out there.
That's true. This was just 4 dudes he got to sneak up on.
Okay.
They underestimated him for a moment, but there's still a whole gang, yeah. And that sniper probably watching everything all the time.
So, I don't know if you want to go to artist, otherwise there's going to be a very fun and vicious scene with this hole and some drills that are lying around. Assuming it doesn't wake up and turn into a fight.
Oh, and we forgot to apply something all along the way. All of your harm.
Oh yeah, there would have been less effect than if Rage Essence would have affected. It would have been minus 1d. I forgot about that. Sorry.
That's fine. So what we're gonna say is, yeah, there was a flurry of murder that happened in darkness, basically. And you finally get it done, Bingo, and you and Conrad are down here, and well, let me just have you roll resistance. We'll call it
prowess.
Prowess, because you kind of overtaxed yourself just now.
Yeah. You want me to take minus 1 dice because of Daredevil, or just roll it?
No, you're good. You're good. You don't have to take
Okay.
any minus dice.
No bonus dice for you. Don't get any bonus dice, do you? Just a 3. Okay. Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
4. So that 2 stress.
So yeah, you kind of stumble over the table, and I think you cough up a little blood.
Totally fair.
And Conrad, when you look up, Conrad's just like sitting there, sitting up, staring at you.
Like Bingo smiles weakly. He says, "I'm good. I'm good." You know, he's got these like one eye's twitching from the shot herbs. He's got like the other eye is just like half closed from the bruising. He's got like a needle sticking out of his arm.
Yeah.
He's good.
What do you do
I've
next?
got to go back harm sword.
What do you do next, Bingo?
Well, there's no like I guess there's no radios nearby, or if they even exist. But that song comes on. And are there any of those electroplasmic drills lying around?
Yeah, there sure are.
Then this robot, this hull, is about to get dismantled. I think that's the right word. Vicious. The hull literally made Bingo become vicious, so this is gonna be the first target for it. He's just gonna take this thing apart. He's just gonna drill into the joints, into the middle bit, into the pull the head off, just wreck this thing as quickly as possible.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the devil's bargain up front,
Oh,
Bingo, because you've done some studying about hulls. You know a thing or two. One thing that a hull requires is basically a phylactery, right, where the soul resides.
yeah.
You can wreck this thing, and you'll wreck it. He's not going to get up and fight. That'll be fine. You can tear his head off, bash his eyes in, rip the legs apart, take it apart piece by piece, throw it around the room, whatever. And he's not going to get up. He's not going to fight if you're successful, right? But he won't be dead. If you want to kill him, you got to roll study. You got to find the phylactery. That's the devil's bargain.
So the spirit will keep on.
Yeah. He won't be back today, but he'll probably be back some other time. You know.
See, I just have nothing in study. I do have something in tinker. Would that help? Or is it just finding it would be study?
It's having to know how to find it, because it's not like a glowing jar that says, like, the soul.
phylactery.
Yeah, it's more subtle than that.
Okay. If this goes wrong, it'll go wrong real quick.
Yeah, that's yeah. The devil's bargain is for you to not be reckless.
Goddamn. You know what? Just fully in character and everything, Bingo doesn't know that they have phylacteries. He's done a little bit of research, and he knows a little bit about the bodies, and but his clock is only 3 out of 8 full. He doesn't know phylacteries exist, and he doesn't really know this guy's going to come back. He just assumed the boy survived because he didn't do enough.
Yeah.
So he's going to he's going to be reckless. He's not going to study because really he wouldn't know to study.
Sure, that's great. Man, that's good.
I think that's just in character. Bingo would just think destroying this, that's it. Destroy the brain or, remove the head.
All right, so it's a wreck. I think you've, yeah, you rolled a crit. I think you brought the position back to just risky. And I think you have great effect. I mean, you have all the time you need, right? Nobody else knows you're down here alone. Nobody suspects that you murdered everyone with your tiger friend. And you turned down the devil's bargain, so you can push yourself if you'd like, but otherwise.
The devil's bargain would be I have to study.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, that's the devil's bargain, is to work carefully and try to find out what's actually going on with this thing.
You see, the devil's bargain will just make it the same as a rec in terms of skill. Because I'm only 1 in rec and 0 in study.
Could
but,
the consequences
You know what?
are very different.
Nah, his blood's up. Fuck it. Let's rec.
Let's wreck. Do it.
I'm happy to... Can I push that to desperate? I mean, I want to take it nice and slow, Justin.
Okay, so you take your time. You really take your time.
Yeah.
You're really doing a good job. Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to give you an extra dice. Well, it will, because it's desperate now. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, but it'll give me great effect.
Yeah.
Right?
Now you're going to have -1 dice. And, well, you already had great effect. So, since you have two less effect, you have standard effect, basically. It offsets it to standard effect. So you can still accomplish the goal.
So the rage essence does affect this?
Yes, yeah, everything does. This is fatigue, burnout, everything. Like, you are not in good shape.
Okay. So, then I'm going to use up my worship dice to get an assist on this then.
Ooh. You must tell me, how do you manifest the blessings of your god?
Well, before I start, I pull out the stone I was carving in the cell, and I just place it down so it's watching everything like a little baby monitor or a camera. And I give it a little tap on the thing, and then I kind of almost ritually dedicate this vicious act to the lost, to the concepts of the lost. This is a strange creature that has like beaten down the common man and even attacked like the members of the lost. And this is sweet vengeance. This is what the lost is all about.
Oh man, yeah. So this is the stone for killing this guy. This is basically a sacrifice. Do it.
It's the one I was carving. Okay.
A 6. Oh man. Bingo. No, you're good. You're good. Are you good though? Yeah.
Am I?
You do this. You tear the thing apart. No, you know what? We're gonna give you a new item. Gonna give you an item. Now you have many stones. This is a stone. There are many like it, but this one is yours. When you are done destroying this thing and you turn back around to that stone, it has changed.
Ooh. What does it look like?
It was kind of a dusty gray cobblestone before. And it was sort of just jagged and kind of lumpy shaped.
Yeah, probably not carved too well either.
You know, when you come back over to it, it's still sort of lumpy, but when you grab it, like a bunch of gray stuff just falls off of it like dust. And when you pull the thing away, it's still jagged, but it's a little more round, and it is jet black.
Ooh.
And you look at the bottom of it, and the name is still carved in it. This, whatever you wrote for Robot Guy. No, did you even write anything? What did you carve into it?
Nemesis.
Nemesis? There's a name carved into it now. The name, dang it, it is Kerman Blackplow. You did not carve that name. Something has happened.
Okay. Jet Black Murder Stone. Kerman Blackplow.
Jet Black Murder Stone. Wow.
Classic stone.
That's a really good, like, Shadowrun character name.
Yeah, that is. Okay.
Yeah, that's an item you have. You can just have that.
Alright, I popped it down.
So what's it now, Bingo? You know the attack is coming soon. You've done everything you can do down here.
Are my weapons or item or gear anywhere nearby, or are they just gone? Like my armor or anything like that? Because if they're gone, I'm happy to scavenge something.
Let's roll a fortune die. Roll a single d6.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
These guys have stuff on them, like I said, but your stuff, your gear, your belongings are nowhere nearby.
Fair enough. Then I'm gonna loot all I can. You know, I'm interested in these electroplasmic drills. They seem pretty vicious.
Basically, I think, aside from like, you can still have a strange what is it called? It's not a
fine scary weapon or tool. I mean, maybe it's fine. It's not fine because it's like good. It's fine because it's scary.
Yeah, that drill. It's powered by electroplasm. Like, it's still pretty dangerous, but it is linked to a cord, so you'll probably have trouble bringing it with you away from the compound. But you can have that and anything basically from the general gear. I think you could get off these.
Then just like a hand weapon, I guess, maybe a heavy weapon.
Yeah, a blade or two, a second pistol, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Then, yeah. Do they have any armor I can take? Or if not, it's cool.
They have those big smocks. You could have at least a single point of armor.
Okay, then I'll just mark it down, but not mark it off, just so I know I have it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just 1 point, not heavy. Okay. Do you want to go to artist and see what's going on?
Yeah, artist, describe to me... I mean, ginning up support from the town, that was not difficult. It seems like word got around before you came back that Lord Skurlock was involved now. So people are a little worried or iffy, but if the rumor is that Lord Skurlock's going to come and push these guys out, they believe that. They're just not sure what the follow-up from that would be. But
Neither are we, but okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get them to join our cause, which would be to free them, if I understand the last correctly. But we still want them to work because we still want the factory
Well, they
to
need
have
money
some
too.
worth. What?
It's better treatment. We don't want to, lose their jobs. We want them,
Yeah, true.
if I think I'm right in that anyway.
Okay, so any political view of the lost that is known, or is there any?
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, so we would give them greater powers, so like decision or let them decide who are the foremen amongst them or something like this.
Yeah, like a Russia overthrowing kind of feel, I think.
No, yeah, that's fine. So you just kind of move around and make sure everybody's on board. And what are you rolling then, do you think? Because this is all going to be done in just one go. Artis has been moving around town the last couple of days, putting everything together.
Oh, this would be sway. I'm trying to sway them into joining our cause.
Yeah, and you're going to get an extra die from Lord Skurlock. He's definitely helping you here.
Okay.
Devil's Bargain. Well, the position is... We're still risky. We're back to risky. But I think you have great effect. As a Devil's Bargain... I don't know. I don't really have any more Devil's Bargains. I'll tell you a Devil's Bargain. I will tick the contract clock once.
Oh no, okay.
Contract with Lord Skurlock.
I mean, what kind of thing will be triggering this clock in the future? Is it
Stuff like this, Devil's Bargains, failed rolls, basically.
Yeah, just take it.
Okay.
I take the devil's bargain. 2 minutes dies.
Artist taking a devil's bargain? No.
It happens sometimes. I did for the contract, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
There was a good guy we didn't know it was a devil's bargain until we took it.
Yeah, you're good.
Ooh. Look at those rolls.
Got a 6. Yeah, everybody is on board. Artis, are you watching the mayhem unfold from a building nearby, or where are you when the attack starts?
In a safe place. I mean, I would be watching, sure, but not from anywhere dangerous. I wouldn't take part in the assault itself.
I mean, yeah. So you want to watch? Are you on like a roof, just hidden somewhere, far away?
Yeah, am I on a roof when we are taking some group which has snipers?
Okay.
Perhaps not.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Perhaps from a window or even. Well,
from a window, like around the corner, you're just kind of
Yeah.
watching things. What's your demeanor? Are you relaxed, like sitting in a chair? Do you have a snack?
I mean, no, I'm still stressed out because I don't know that it's going to work. I mean,
And you have to peek out this fucking window, and there's a sniper. Okay.
yeah. Also, I don't know what to do if things go wrong and the assault doesn't succeed and my companion gets killed or something like this. So no, I'm not relaxed. Not that detached from them.
You just gotta chill out.
So you're watching, only peeking out the window for short bursts, and yeah, the you can see workers like streaming up the streets, and you're watching them as they're getting nearby, and there's sort of a screaming, and you can see now people gathering at the warehouse in their windows and stuff. One of them is trying to yell, but the crowd is over yelling him. And Bingo, you can hear now lots of movement, and people are starting to yell. The attack is now starting. Artist, though, one thing you see that Bingo doesn't is that as the people draw near, guns start to get shown from both the workers and in the warehouse. In the warehouse, it looks like they're better armed, but there are more workers than there are gangsters. And you're pretty sure things are just about to happen when streaming up the canal is like a V shape of like 7 boats, kind of large, not Leviathan ships, but large canal boats that are run by motors, right? They look like transport boats, like they would transport cargo or something. And they are shooting up the canal, speeding, these black ships, 7 of them. And there's black smoke streaming out the back of them. They're like full throttle, moving straight at the docks. I don't know how you... I mean, you just know, like, a column of all black ships. That must be Lord Skurlock. You can see, like, in the smoke trail behind them, there's a skull in the smoke.
Wasn't the plan for his henchmen to be disguised as the Lost?
I mean, you know.
Well, I don't think that was the plan. I think we said we'd take the brunt of it, but it doesn't mean he's gonna be subtle about it, I guess.
Yeah, he's taking a different tack. They are coming in really hard. And these guys are well armed too, as armed as the gang. It's not looking good for the gang. And then shots start to get fired. And Bingo, you hear the shots. People shooting. And of course, Artis, you hear... good thing you rolled a 6. Because you hear the loud repeat of a rifle as somebody starts shooting at the boat. Like one of the drivers of the boats, there's like the glass just, cracks. There's a spray of blood, and that boat starts to like veer one way. As if a sniper just took out the guy driving the boat.
I mean, so I hear the sniper, but I don't know where he is, but it's probably nearby. And
you could try to spot him.
Yeah, and do what exactly? Because I really don't have any way to hurt him.
That's true.
Even if I got close and he didn't notice me, I would still have to roll some kind of prowess, and I've got no points here.
Yeah, no.
So
what we do need to roll is a fortune roll for Skurlock's crew. I want to see how they assault this place. Now, you could do something there if you wanted to use, like, your help for them or something.
Oh, what I can do for the... Is it... Yes, always night, right, in this world?
Yeah.
So there are spotlights. And I can try to put a spotlight on the sniper.
Oh, okay.
Which will not require much...
if you light him up, he's not able to see. And he's...
I mean, I will be noticed, though. It is dangerous, but I guess I would still do that.
I like that.
Indirect killing, pretty good.
So that's another reason you're nervous, is we look at the rest of the room now, and you've got a bunch of spotlights in here that you plan on, like, whipping the windows open and hitting him with a spotlight. So you're really nervous. Yeah, that's got to be a study or a survey, I think.
Perfect. Something I can do.
It's for sure risky. A devil's bargain.
We are still in standard effect, yeah.
Yeah, risky standard.
And devil's bargain. Okay.
What devil's bargain do I have? I mean, the obvious one is that he shoots you, or shoots at you, but that's I think that's already implied by the roll.
Yep.
You know what? I'll tick the contract again.
God damn it! No, I'm not taking that. Early.
If I can't think of one, that's the one I'm gonna have to go with, because this is already a fucking dangerous roll. I don't really have a good devil's bargain for it.
Yeah. It would be going too fast. It was if I was taking it every time.
You're right.
Actually.
A 4. Okay, so you look for him. You have to spend a minute, because the first shot he took, you weren't ready for it, right? Because you were locked on the boats. But now he took that shot, and now you turn your eyes and you're waiting for him to take another shot. And yeah, you totally spot him, right? You see the muzzle flash. He's actually across the canal on the other side.
Yep. Good idea.
In Coleridge, yeah, from a building over there. But you can see him. The problem is, yeah, from the angle you're at, you're basically going to be totally exposed. When you hit him with the spotlight, he's likely to be able to take a shot at you. You'll have to dodge it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Okay, what do we
I still have my... I don't know if I can use it for myself, the rescue, well, the spider special move. Worst case, but no, I will take the risk this time.
Okay. What are we rolling to shine a light on him? Is it Tinker?
I'm guessing it doesn't actually matter if it's not.
Yeah. We'll call it... I think it's more Prowl. It's not really Tinker. I mean, this is just shining lights. I mean, I know...
Could be Hunt.
Yeah, it probably is more like Hunt, actually. That's a good point.
Okay.
I mean, those are all...
Study even, maybe. I don't know.
Study doesn't seem to fit. I don't... I mean, from what I understood, study is you know where to look and you're looking for specific information.
Yeah.
As you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is more like Hunt. Do I have a... I mean, we're already doing a devil's bargain. Well, not a devil's bargain, but a consequence. I don't even want to offer to tick the contract again. I want to do something else.
Please do. It's DNA.
When we... no, that's not any good either. I don't have one. I'm trying to shoot you right now. Like, you're already going to have to make a resistance roll no matter what, so... I just don't have one. If you have one in mind.
Could get spotted by... Well, is there any other people? Well, we're attacking a warehouse.
Yeah.
All the people are defending the warehouse, or are they also attacking the workers directly, not just defending?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of using the warehouse as a fortress, I guess.
Okay. I was going to suggest that people see me and also come in the warehouse where I am, but if they are defending their strongholds, then they would not be doing that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you can push yourself if you want.
What did I do?
That'd be 2 stress to just give yourself an extra dice.
Oh, yeah. So, since I have no die for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 stress. Okay.
You got a hard chance to make that.
So it was Prowl and under Prowl. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't matter.
Ascent. Risky, standard, when die 1, and that's it.
Ooh. That's okay.
Okay. So yeah, you jump up, you whip open the curtains and the lights. You aim the lights at him, and just like 6 spotlights hit him right in the face. And yeah, you can just barely see him. He's wearing like a sort of dark tan suit. It looks like a military suit and like a sort of military hat. But you only see him for a glimpse, for a moment, in his long rifle, because when you hit him with the lights, he just ducks inside of the building. So we're gonna make it desperate. Before he ducks inside of the building, you get this clear look at him, because as soon as the lights are on, his rifle you just see the crosshairs peg right on you, and he takes a shot. So you'll have to roll your prowess resistance as he shoots at you.
Okay. Right. Nobody's died, or do we have a devil's bargain again for this?
Not for resistance. We don't
Okay.
do devil's bargain.
So it's just going to be bad.
4 stress. Oh, it's max stress. You're stressed out.
Whoa. Already? Yeah. Oh yeah, detect the... Well, I did take a risk for once, and...
So,
Oh my god, that's not good, dude.
So it's just, okay.
So you don't take the shot. You don't get shot. You duck in time. But you stumble, and you don't like hit the ground. You kind of stumble over a chair, and you hit a back wall, and the bullet hole, when you look, is like, right next to your head. You got caught off balance, and he nearly blew your fucking head off. What trauma are you thinking of taking?
Oh, you got trauma? Oh.
Yeah. So I have to find the book again. Fate in the dark. Probably something which will be making me a scaredy cat, something like this.
Oh, soft. I think that's soft.
Is it?
Yeah, soft would totally work.
I thought,
Soft or paranoid. Yeah.
but I thought that soft was not hurting people.
Yeah, and it's being like squeamish around violence. Like when things get bad, you
It's not just not hurting people, it's like, giving people just chances, being merciful, being nice, maybe.
Yeah,
Just,
trying to
be
find
soft.
being diplomatic before fighting.
You don't have to kill him, you can just, knock him
That
out.
would seriously be troublesome with that group.
Oh yeah, but it'll be fun.
Hey, you're
Okay.
the one who got a contract with Lord Skurlock. You can still be soft and pull that shit off.
And if you want to avoid getting into situations like this, paranoid works.
Paranoid.
The
works, too.
bandies, yeah. Like
Yeah,
always
but
scared of
paranoid
everything.
would destroy my my capability to make deals with my capacity to make deals with people.
I can still make deals. You just watch your back. You bring someone with you, like a bingo or a comrade or a bandy or something.
No, I'll go with stuff. Sorry.
Okay, I think soft is right. Artist seems like bingo's not soft. Bingo is the opposite of soft, and I think that artist is sort of the opposite of bingo. But you guys work well together,
Yeah, we did. I'd have to say we did good this session, even without bandy.
Sweet. So yeah, so if you're going soft, like since you trauma out, you barely don't get shot. You're just gone, artist. You kind you kind of go panic mode, and you're just out of here. You've done everything you can. It's up to them. You're not dying for these people. Yeah. So you just two-legged. That's cool. Let's take our second break. I think we're gonna. I think these dudes are screwed. But we're gonna see Bingo hack and slash his way out of here, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna be ready to close out. So let's take 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys in 5.
Okay.